OK， 我们开始吧。
Citizens only. I won't say it again.
But we won't clear from arm. There's nowhere else to go. Please.
Orders are orders. We got.
昨天的状况，那天我记得我应该是要先回去长休吧。
Never a dull moment.
萤火在哪里？怎么有只狗？怎么多一只狗？
Just a cat.
我只是只猫。
Talk.
为啥你的小猫咪
don't like talking. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me.
你的猫咪吗？
Please don't.
I brought my own paring knife, and now I brought my.
怎么这么多金汤好？
It is the smell that strikes you first. Spiced ceremonial oils cut through with the copper tang of blood. In the candlelight, Zevlor might almost be sleeping. But his empty eyes stare. His lips slack around a kernel of parchment, poking through like a yellowed tongue. A message.
Mm-hmm. 猩红奥领 ，OK。我还会顺便搜刮一下，
I think this might be it. Soon. Things burning hotter than I. But look, we've just about made it to the city. That'll do me. Let's go protect it. Whatever happens after that is between me and the so-called gods. Bit sweaty, but up for whatever's next. Oh. Thanks, soldier. Can't wait to be home. Anything that comes after that is extra.
I can still feel the Shadowfell all over me. Still hear her words in my ear. I hope that's true, but I'm not so sure. I have an idea. Something I've wanted to do for a while. Something that might help me put her in the
不行，我
past.
没时间分析。我需要怎么做？
Just wait until the others are asleep, then come with me. There's a place we can go. Good. Until then.
是不是要射射？终于要射射了。 说他这个样子有什么吗？看不太懂。吓不倒我的，是不是终于要射射？
This will do. Take off your clothes.
你知道吗？射射。我要射射。你真的吃了虫子以后，真的变丑。
A little misdirection. Couldn't resist. What's the matter?
终于要射射了。
I know. But it's nice to hear you say it.
等这么久的射射，我终于可以射第二次了吗？
I don't know if I can do this now that I'm here. All right, just stay close.
我等这么久的射射，
Oh, hells, that's cold.
没有射射吗？
Come here.
我的射射呢？
Thank you. I needed that. I needed to know I can face things without Shah. I don't want to go back. Not just yet.
你的射射，你的射射。
Just a pebble. Now don't you dare stop.
Mm-hmm. 我一上来就射完。
I brought my own paring knife.
你们这个营地的人对于这个营地里面有什么奇怪的东西完全没有反应，大家都很麻痹。
Please, my son. He's only a boy. You must understand.
Sir, we can't let you in.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate.
Great.
I heard the stories.
Well, all you want.
你很多张嘴要喂饱，我不需要你这种人。
We don't need.
Halt! By orders of Lord
哎，
Gortash,
你又
refugees are no longer
穿
allowed
模
in
了
the city. Turn around.
我不是难民，
Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
有办法养活自己吗？
Then you don't need to be in this.
下一个，
No refugees. It is decreed. Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
他的魔到底是怎么穿的？
Right. Article 30.1.5.
哎，这个魔到底是怎么穿的？
Extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that.
这个
The
魔
city，thanks you for your
哎，这个魔好恐
contribution.
怖哦！它到底是怎么穿的？
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
毛毛，
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
Not just yet.
那这
State
些，
your
哎，
business.
他一直穿。有什么事？
Uh-huh. Eyes Eyes open, body still.
Behind the watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
就刻了那个多心魔蝌蚪。
My engine, it's almost, I don't know, buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
刻了那个多心魔蝌蚪以后就这样。
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die.
Or die. 同意被捕会
Your
怎样？
peaceful surrender has been noted. You will be transferred to Worms Rock Prison, where you will await further sentencing.
Trapped behind.
What are you doing?
没有，我要看一
Cannot
下。
defeat the brain without that stone.
重获自由就要逃出去。
Deafening silence.
逃出去还不简单，我是故意进来的好吗？哥塔蛇勋爵正式受苦。而且逃狱也有奖杯哦。但是准备逃狱啊！哦，飞行术哎，霸主，霸，阿斯开门，缺少敲锁器啊！我来想一下这个不寻常的头骨。
How, Malapert? Must thou stirreth so?
目前是德鲁伊。目前，说图刚好说的一个很勇猛的画面，
Clearly the work of an advanced
对
caster.
终于射到了。
Body may have wasted away, but the mind that inhabited it is imprinted on the skull.
我就不相信图奇敢奔柏德之门。
I say thou art Malapert to stare, but peradventure
我就不信图奇敢奔柏德之门3。
I call myself Marvin. Thou mayst do the same. Unfortunate, nay, ineluctable, perchance evitable, to be confined in such immuring quarters. Thou wisheth to escape the confines of this prison, doth thou not? I can helpest thee for the cost of 2 riddles. Answer me true, and I shall teleport thee to safety. Answer me false, and I shall teleport thee near the guards.
说服擅长家事，再挂一个神导术。
Common is just so very common. Very well. To refrain. Answer them right, and I send you to safety. Answer them wrong, and I send you to the guards.
来说出你的谜语吧。
I fly, but not through the sky. I say goodbye at night and hello in the morning. I am part of you and follow wherever you go. I wear only black and run from the light, yet without it, I couldn't exist.
太荒谬了，把我从这里弄出去。
Very good. Your freedom is nigh. I am beaten and battered, but never break. My crown has felt the strike of endless blades, yet I never sweat, even when the summertide sun shines upon me. Who am I?
看一下。
An anvil indeed. You make me most proud. It is time to depart. Are you ready, good sir? Freedom is yours. Savor it, for there is no gift that cannot be
哥
reclaimed
布林那
or
个
ravaged.
直接钻出去就好了，超简单的。
Off we go then.
等一下，现在全部的东西都在阿斯身上，是不是？
What to do?
对啊，他只传了一个人出来，
Watch your back.
荆棘白。
With pleasure.
他只传了一个人出来。搞毛哦，而且东西全部都在他身上，天哪，超爆炸！你我不知道该怎么讲哎，我不知道该怎么讲这个状况哎。
Got a long road ahead.
糟了个高！我真不知道该怎么讲这个状况。进监狱有这么难哦？没有，我只是不知道进监狱会怎样而已。我真没进过监狱。可以说是，而且到现在好像还没有看到要破台的感觉。我要把阿斯直接丢回家，我怎么办？但我就不用处理这些东西了。不会啦，没这么久好吗？都已经进柏德之门了，没有好吗？你都太低估我了。有。咦？啊，我的洛山德是写的。 在阿斯身上，我还不能装。每个人都说3张很短，就只有你说3张很长。其实我不应该装洛珊达之血吧？是可以再挂一个盾牌的啦。
Well, hello. 现副手攻击绞丝机，第1滴血。为什么不能装？喂，什么全要素？这游戏怎么全要素？为什么不能装？阿斯是因为操纵的关系，所以不能装吗？就因为刚刚那一下，全部的东西现在都塞在他身上。到底什么东西这么重？地狱金属这个东西其实已经没用了吧？这东西应该只有到一个棵树的时候有用，再过去就没有了。然后还有什么？这玩意儿怎么在这？这玩意儿我是为什么会拿着那到时候把它拿去倒掉好了。看起来就是没用。什么魔人？什么魔人？哦，那个哦，没有那个找的那个
那个我放弃了。刚刚还有一个直接被捅了，丢在我家。那个我一开始就放弃了，他们基本上他们已经快灭团了。有啦，是还有大概一半啦，就一半了，死的差不多了。那个要看攻略解啊，我这轮我就没看攻略。有啊，那个铁匠我活下来。那个铁匠有让他活下来。这个养鸡蛋没用了吧？我又不能回去。随便呐，你想要给他什么就挑什么。这么简单的事情。这个养鸡蛋我现在也没办法回去了。对啊，就掉了。送至营地。这可饿死重死。
Is that blood? No, never mind.
What a charmer.
我只有让他自己选而已，他就自己跳出来了。你自己选，然后他就自己把枪丢了。我完全没有诱导他，我只有叫他自己选，你自己决定。
The guard prepares to attack.
Wow, 10几。
Need to learn the hard way.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
走不出去，阿斯挡着。
There's blood in the air. 是。 Be quick.
都是烟圈而已啊，烟圈就烂。
Light on my feet.
我没有跟他们翻脸，我什么事情都我完全不知道发生了什么事，然后他们就直接逃犯了。胡府。怕屁怕，我们一路走来就是一路打的。养鸡人超强的，我现在都觉得第二章那一群跟鬼一样。过第二章以后就还好了，真的，就一个还好感。这些人类看起来很普通。 是说我后来有去查一下，说月华之光这一招很摆烂，这招命中率几乎是100%，没有，这招命中率都是100%。
Time to meet your maker.
哇 ，fuck！ 那卡拉克转这个以后，好像少了什么一样。而且有一个让月华之光移动。哎，在哪里？我要怎么让它移动？我记得有一个它会移动。哦，这个。直接把它移到这里。移到他头上。哦 ，fuck！ 一个 miss。月华之光是德鲁伊的，反正是个很白烂的东西，攻击力不低，然后命中率很高。他命中率刚看是100%，有地震吗？我是没感觉。搞笑。快闪开，快闪开！月华之光。
It's over. He's too.
With a flick of the wrist.
哎，这么难闪的吗？奥托特。
You want? I don't need to escape. I've got food, water, privacy, and I mean to keep it that way. For Baldur.
烦死你！
For
诶，为什么那个顾问被关在这里？ 那个说要去讨救兵的顾问。
Simple.
哇，大失败，笑死！锁会爆炸吗？
You might as well lock the cell. You're too late.
It's over.
发生什么事？
The Steel Watch happened. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to older Ravengard's husk, empty as a stair. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more.
He spoke in accusations. Apostasy. Conspiracy. Sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. You might have unlocked my cell. But there's no escape from this place.
不是，你很奇怪，你明明那么早出发，为什么你回来的时候，那个公爵已经挂了
When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten.
No more sulking. I know what to do.
Lead me from my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock.
I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades.
Well done.
跟着我。
Lead the way.
是，可是我很好奇的是，他明明他就很早离开，可是我来的时候他说他来的时候公爵已经被操控了。那你到底是走得多慢？走超慢的那整个时间差都出来了。
At least things have stayed interesting.
有啊，他至少他知道他要救公爵吧？可他动作真的超慢的。他明明那时候我在中间之光的时候，他就说他要来找救兵，然后找到现在，他就直接进牢笼了。我现在已经不是逃犯了吧？我看起来我的逃犯底 buff 已经小了，可我一出去应该就会开干了。我先存个档，我先存个档先。依照经验是啊，依照经验他们一定会冲上来围殴我啊。啊，死过来！开锁。
Let's crack it open.
你加12，你只要塞到3以上就一定会开。自从毒术。
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
他是在队伍里面最大的价值开锁，不然我早就换盖尔出来了。为什么我没有换盖尔出来？
now? Should be easy.
改扁吗？睡觉。不理晚明月，不理他。爱睡觉。
Lord Gortash has been expecting your arrival. Please hold a moment.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant,
一走出来又看到这一只。
commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
高兴能遇到我们面对面聊聊吗？
Of course. My steel watchers are rather adept at keeping the peace, but not entirely
我
suitable
们
for
好好聊聊。
conversation. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Son, and now Gortash invites us to see him.
哎，然后我还把卫士的也杀了，我还杀卫士，然后现在跟我讲说，哦，我们你直接来就好了。OK。 我们的暴躁朋友和哥塔蛇大人对峙。巴尔余孽。钢铁卫士强吗？我调查一下好吧。 非魔法攻击对此个体减半，闪电、怕雷，不变形态，完美少界。
This is the armory, not a bloody open house.
我想跟你交易。
Trade. Do I look like a? This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist.
跟塔神蛋要我来承担你的要求，然后你没收到通知，加8。
Course I bloody wasn't. Too busy ordering more of those mechanical monstrosities to tell me. I suppose you can take a look, but make it quick.
好，马上开始聊天。你身上有多少钱？ 短毛，你的装备好普通哦！我的天哪，这么普通的我还是第一次看到。你可以普通成这个样子，我觉得你也是不简单。那我买这个，你是我一路上走来遇到最普通的商人。没有关系，小王八蛋，你只要把东西都卖给我就好了，要不然你只要把你的钱都给我就好了。我也想知道我为什么捡一堆破烂，我也想知道为什么我身上都是破烂，所以我现在才在倒给他。就是因为我不知道为什么我身上都是破烂，所以我现在才丢给他。这个问题我也想知道。这游戏大部分东西都可以用满的满过去。什么？你说这个石像卡住了怎么办？甩力量检定。 甩力量检定甩过去。所以我也没有用到油。卡拉克，我直接叫卡拉克甩力量检定。
Stay sharp.
万物皆有价，各种骗了骗。哇，他的机器人还真多哎，这怎么玩？我混进来的，我就这样混进来的。
I can't thank you enough.
前面有机器人呢，你确定没问题
？Damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out. When the flames roared loudest, you pulled me to safety. Most would have let me burn.
你记得我需要你的时候，要记得过来上 buff。
I will travel to the upper city, find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it.
威尔还在啊
This is my promise.
在家，威尔在家。没死啊，威尔没死啦，斯威伊死了之后养鸡妹啦。早变了。
I've got the tools for any job. Any job.
威伊死了之后养鸡妹。
Whatever you work.
谁叫他要攻击我？然后我本来想说把他打死了以后，再让他复活，结果也不行，不能这样玩。
Fruit, vegetables. What can I do you for?
偷刀。
If you're hungry.
什么？哪里有妓院？我刚听到个妓院。不行，他如果跟你敌对以后，你就不能了。
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art?
他跟你敌对以后，你就不能复活他了。
It's your birthday. You deserve to cut loose.
Very into this thing with her.
Forget your worries.
妓院。
Indulge yourself.
我就爱这位。
A scant few customers. Don't take it off later.
Hear me out. Teresa's caress also has.
这边算博德门的城下町吧。就博德之门的城外哎。
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
不过反正他上城区好像没做出来。我个招待所。
They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
卡扎多尔哦。
Bloomin' hell, you look Have a skag at these.
你的东西还真
That
随
should do
便。
ya. And I will
明明就是个商人，
do so. Can't sit here until the
冒险家。
come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
The master plans to expand his territory. Candlekeep. Maybe even art.
Oh, I'm sure he has plans.
They can turn into mist now. I'm not the
我们现在都能变成雾了。哦，这些是那个，看起来这些是阿斯的同伴，阿斯的吸血鬼同伴们。就在这个门后面啊。衣柜。
The shape fit perfectly. Now, what's inside?
蓝血的羊皮纸。贝伦娜·斯特梅公爵已死，利文顿·罗根神父已死。OK， 小丑已死。死。
There, by the bed. Someone.
Notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
是，把尸体拉出来。
Which means we're getting a real room.
费翁基姆，费翁的钥匙。
Pretty little key. Identical to the one I took from the shapeshifter in the temple tunnels.
蓝血笔记。嗨，我还以为出来就要遇到一堆人的，结果没有。我以为出来就一堆人围着我说：“就是你，干掉他，干掉他！”结果没有，可恶！我有点失望，小失望。有啊，我今天一开台就看到跟影星色色，是你太晚回家了，笑死！你太晚回家啦，笑死！我今天一打开就看到色色。你不会自己去看？
Stillman is dead. This does not bode well.
Bet you want to know all about Stillman. Got today's edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette right here. You want one? Your loss.
Your loss. 我有跟养鸡啊，我第一个是跟养鸡，第二个就是跟银杏。然后养鸡就冲过来砍我了，我也不知道发生什么事，总之他冲过来砍我。他就说什么要死，大家一起死。对， 他说什么要死，大家一起死。
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater.
听起来你们分歧还挺大。
You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor.
他还在海滩的时候就冲过来砍我。
And is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power.
我还没走进去那个德鲁伊那边，他就冲过来砍我了。我能讲什么？
Refugee aid now, one of them's blamed for murder. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning. Charetta's caress would be my best bet.
每次办案后，他都去那边
That's
死
a usual
我。
haunt after closing a case. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murders. I really hope you find.
按凶器我早就找到了。对啊，没错啊。然后他就把我砍了，他就把我砍了以后跟所有人敌对，然后把他砍死以后再把我自己拉起来。
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah!
这只到底是什么魔法生物吗？
Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
带回来。
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? A Baal plot. You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory? Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Town. Show her the list and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. You'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
哦，所以我可以进去了。
Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move.
哎，只要随便拿到一个证据，他就会给你，是不是？干嘛、啊？臭大象，你要干嘛、啊？去射你！
had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door for burying me.
You told me the armor was a bomb.
You tried to climb up one, you madman. It's hard to find.
How else was I supposed to see the optics?
根本就懒得理他，等修蛋姐。不会怎样吧？他会一直等你吧？
Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody your fist, silly. My name's Narber. Adventure. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventure I want to be. What do you think? Right you are. It won't hurt.
没空理你，拜拜。染料真多，可能染料没用吧。你干嘛？你为什么跟着我？你干嘛？你为什么跟着我？哥塔和大人对峙。
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
好，来看看。哇，人真多。
Is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
通常这个时候会有一个门，让我直接进去把他暗杀掉之类的。哇，人太多了吧！我似乎没有办法直接把他们啄掉。铁爬梯，看一下，哥塔蛇大人275，看起来就不是让我可以暗杀掉的人，有点麻烦。才华横溢，权威人士，乌尔德雷文加罗德公爵，公爵你血还比他少。 用嘴遁的吧。
Still alive, so that's progress. Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. The Steel Watch appreciate your cooperation, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. My friend, forgive the cold welcome. My Steel Watchers are eager watchdogs, for the good of the people, I'm sure you understand. Lord Enver Gortash at your service.
你们还自己自称大人是怎样？
Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that nether stone that you carry. Ah, and my old friend, Karlach. It's no wonder your victory was so decisive. It's lovely to see you again, darling.
I'm sure it is.
因为我把那个多心魔蝌蚪刻下去了。
Pressing matters. Thorm's nether stone, more to the point. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn.
当奴隶，如果倒霉，你的适用很奇怪。
If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided.
干你们那边搞完以后，然后说什么你不要在那边乱搞哦，不然的话大家会死哦。干你们公司很小。我可以干掉他吗
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
这边说自己在那边乱搞，然后说那你们再乱搞，大家会死哦。屁啊，就你们。你说我是哪种公司？
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
我能跟他成为盟友。
Hunt you even now. They are very efficient killers. Even someone with your talents should take heed. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
让我相信你可不简单。
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here.
30合一，那你为什么不那时候就把索姆干掉？
Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute. What do you say?
What do
Shall
you
we be
say?
allies?
结为盟友嘛。
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well.
君主。
And if it does not, well, we need not.
不行，我们也能撕票。
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
等年契约下地狱去吧。先探知一下。
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
作为盟友，你们似乎都不值得信赖。
Betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise, but you should know this: I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the absolute.
是你呀。
They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason.
原来你就是那个起点。
I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me.
等人去下地狱去吧。
To refuse the power of a god. Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
其实就是我啦。
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
Let this be a warning. Orin is the spark in a powder keg. We make an alliance, or the city is made ash. I will give you time to reconsider.
无面的就是那个很像章鱼的那个。
You must do what it takes to survive, even if it means striking a deal.
3口3的，3口3的就是很像章鱼的。你死定了！
Hang on, we're at a strategic disadvantage here. Better to take
冷
down those
静，
machines, then rip Gortash's throat out.
冷静，为什么是你喊冷静？
My steel watchers take unkindly to threats, no matter how hollow. You're of little use to me, dead. But dead is
为什么是你喊冷静？冷静。
You arouse the ire of my steel watch.
管他什么后果，我在这结束一切。
So much potential gone to waste. Watchers, the absolute
锵
assassins
锵
walk among us.
好多人呐、哈哈哈！人有点多、哈哈哈哈！还有好多机器人呐、哈哈！不是。 而且它还有自带护照。会不会根本轮不到我动啊？不，看起来就是会轮不到我动。为什么是 Steel Watch？ 诶，什么东西？哦，他对那个，他对公爵用丢东西，然后两个一起夹这样。倒讲。 这应该不是这样子打吧？至少让我动一下。那我看一下我能干嘛？魂化射手，调查一下，看起来是陷阱。它这个是什么？抗力外壳，反射庇护，哇干，免疫雷鸣。 雷文家的公爵，岩泉统帅，岩泉统帅也不过如此。杀死哥塔斯。 边郡之人回去找米佐拉。统帅是真的不强，不过那一群机器人我没有自信，那每一只都150血，看起来一点搞头都没有。 哇，好久没看到广告了呢！我的天哪！天哪，真的好久没看到广告了。我好几年没看到广告了。以前很多哎、现在越来越少了。我好久没看到广告了，真的。我要离开这里了。哎，米佐拉怎么在呢？嗨，米佐拉。
If it isn't little Will's chums, I hope he hasn't
你
been
们在
too
这玩
much trouble. Heard about his father, the Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke.
A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
扎瑞尔的保护。
Pay Gortash.
受到攻击时，米酒蛙会消失进地狱，几分钟后再次返回，也就是这家伙杀不死。威尔啊。
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please
keep those feet moving.
就是你攻击他，他会马上，你攻击他，他会马上传走，然后过几回合再回来，你根本就杀不死他，可能要打骂的才能杀了。我来找威尔，哦，在那边应该是个惊叹号。
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? Gortash, do you mean? Those metal hunks do not obey a man who sees reason. There is no negotiating with the dead gods is chosen. They know only the language of punishment and pain. To make Baldur's Gate a safe haven, we'll first need to bathe Gortash and Orin in their own blood.
高公爵斯特美
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
幸存者。
I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, he must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
我一直觉得波德之门不是什么脆不脆弱的问题。
Make some room.
波德之门一直都藏污纳垢吧
Even a wet rag like the zip. Ah, my darling, I'm. It sounds.
Gods. Well met. That's the.
然后维尔，你看他等级4，你就知道他多久没入队了。
A hero at heart.
基本上，如果不考虑是既有的同伴的话，那一定是我来博德之门又多的那个小女孩吧。火球术。降咒苦难魔暴。 野兽之语。哇，直接多7点呢！我看一下，直接多7点，蛮有吸引力的。哈达之饥渴，好。我觉得我上次被哈达之饥渴整的要死。上次就打塔的时候，一群王八在那边毛起来丢这个鬼东西。远古奥秘之书。我觉得那个广告应该是因为前阵子突击在那边乱搞，所以这群人才又跑回来。我以为这里是 Pornhub， 并没有。想也知道他们不会这样搞，好吗？我那时候看到，我就觉得他们一定不是这样子的。使者交谈，这个吧。维尔还要换装备，啊，装备都是一开始的。对，因为他开广告，白痴。我不反对你这样赚钱，可是我不能接受你那个广告啊！哎，可是其实你开一下，然后再关起来就没事了。你先开一下，然后再关就没事了。那个真的有够白痴的，因为不是，我觉得他的问题不在于他的广告怎么样，而是在于没有他的问题不是在于他要卖广告这件事情，而是他的广告很没 sense， 好吗？他的问题是他的广告超级没 sense 的哦。那个不是那个问题呀，我可以接受他广告我就算接受他的广告那个样子好了，他那个会让人社死的呢，那广告都会让人社死的，看悲戚哦。那广告你在外面，你想说我吃个饭看个攻略，妈的是三小这种感觉。 我只是要吃饭的时候顺便看个攻略而已啊！你有必要这样弄我吗？莫名其妙。真的就我只是吃饭看攻略，然后为什么我要被人家误会说我在看色色？而且那还是17.9，那也不是真的色色，我要看的是真的色色好吗？那才17.9，根本一点 sense 都没有。莫名其妙，气。真的是我退一百步，我就是接受他那个广告，我不能接受他的广告，原因是因为我不想要社死，好吗？
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
那这边看起来，这边 Keyman 就是跟威尔跟那个卡拉克，一个是他老爸。 一个是他前老板。
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint though.
边境之人。
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
弓箭手还是德鲁伊啊
Him, Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
这两个人在那边嘴。小心卡拉克！带头冲锋吧，卡拉克！现在就是哥塔什的时机，看我们刚刚才死好吗
Fine, I'll wait for now. But that prick Gortash is going to pay.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
My respects? You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, Not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I come to an understanding. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
君主。
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes.
那它现在现有的指令是什么？
For everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never
我想要知道它现有的指令
it
是
can
什么。
only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
没有。
Orin changes shape faster than you and I change
把
clothes.
大军带到博德之门外面，然后就没然后。
She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again.
我觉得他这游戏的 bug 有过多。
As kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Father.
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
你爸会被
I detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
其实加基版应该是最稳定的才对啊，理论上。
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
因为加基只有一个 spec 而已。
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
Take that
可
with
是
a
他有
grain
更
of
新了一个
salt.
最新的那一
This
个
is
影王
Gortash
的
we're talking to.
更新的那个大更新啊，那
The
个50
faceless
G
in
的。
your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived.
奥林千变万化。
Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked.
到底有
First
什么计
Orin
划
the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me.
然后他还想要成为最爽的那一个。你们捣乱，我负责收割。
You're soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them.
你们负责捣蛋，我负责收割。
Of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God.
真的是你们负责捣蛋，我负责收割呢。
Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that.
九冠之上，你到底是怎么弄到的东西
？Our tyranny, and we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault.
真聪明。
More importantly, just
什么东西
？Now, come, be witness as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
赶紧做个
You
了
will
解。
follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Raven Guard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's
我们这边
blade
全部都
to
演好了
defend
吧
the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same?
演给大家看。
Deed and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
准备反抗。
Don't. You will only invite his
不要搞。
and your own death.
君主表示不要搞。
Enver Gortash, the council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city.
笑死，
And
还要被
you, honored guest,
君主说：“你不要搞啊，不要再搞事了。”
Do not come empty-handed.
不要再乱搞了！你刚刚才被踩爆，你现在又要乱搞。
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him?
生个滑虎的大骗子是。
Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
那维尔，你的意见呢？
Unthinkable. To see my own father named God. Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see.
好哦，要谈就谈。
Archduke Gortash.
truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. Why do you say this? Only the shadows would name the sun a tyrant. Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. And it will be Gortash who ignites the final spark.
No, this isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
感知召唤你的蝌蚪啊，这个难度超低的。我塞个副可能都能赢。
comes a vision of terror, the city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace. The true Ravengard lurks somewhere in this infected mind, seeking freedom, seeking victory.
Have we finished then? Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of Avernus. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
The Duke wants to keep Floric's location a secret. Little does he know that you've already found and freed
已经找到他，然后并释放他。他不知道你已经找到并释放他。
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words. Like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Dearest Karlak, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will. Kill Orin and do not return.
Hey, soldier.
这个倒不是问题。然后嘞，对峙完了，不是，这不能算对峙完吧？这严格来说不能算是对峙完。
Kill Orin and do not return.
对，然后就没了。哦，我想要他这件衣服。他没办法，我不可能在这边跟他干起来。 至少他钢铁卫士不能这么多台。
Tempers are rising. Best keep your hands to.
至少他钢铁卫士不能这么多台吧。
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
我觉得他这边真的蛮多 bug 的。叉3 ，EX 3
saw you training those children.
22
So gentle.
飞龙岩要是哦是飞龙岩的 EX 3。
Not how I was taught.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
他们还是死
What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more.
基本上我没有救到任何人，因为我甩不过。
You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Can't give up now.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of
虽然你不
course
爽
she's
他，
dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Mazora's always worth hearing
女主
out.
啊总是值得一听
That's what
的，
makes her
是
so
哦。
dangerous. We'll have answers
Okay.
soon enough. Mazora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
米佐啊总是值得一听的。前往下城区，再过去就是下城区。等一下它的线在哪里？哦，那个门哦，哦好哦，它的下城区是在那个门，很好。
I brought my own.
I had no wish to lose Will, but my, it would have been nice to
持
flush
续
up.
塑形
You
手
think
问你
me
过得还
lame?
好吗？
Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act. With allies, every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles.
你能跟上就行，老家伙，
Do you know? Maybe my hearing is not what it. Ask it.
老家伙。哦就你的替身最没用啊！
Either she thinks herself a predator. Good. Exactly. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that.
是想问，
You speak of a battle more than a century past. Baal's minions led us through a maze in the Undercity, older than Baldur's Gate itself. We paid little mind to the path ahead, let alone how we might return. or that we would return at
总
all.
之就是我不知道。
The Undercity shifts. We might search down there.
你讲这么多的结论就是我不知
Find
道。
a ballast to lead us.
你讲了一堆，结论是我不知道。
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword?
Keeping very well, I hope?
When I first met you, I trust your leadership and respect your decisions. But I truly hope this is not something we've come to regret.
Whatever business Will has with Mizora, it will cost him dearly.
我说我的银币有一个是要长修吗？长修以后才会看到。
Fate, dost thou require a new?
总之应该不会是你吧？
Something the matter? I should hope not. I'm all ears. Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store.
Well met.
长修好，你的营地不足，哎，不足吗？啊，我的营地补给是不是都在那个啊？是不是在阿斯身上，所以才不足？对，没错。先进晚上吧。
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in
在玩什么把戏？
You've heard of such devils.
正义姐妹。
Sisters of justice, adjudicators of diabolical contracts and bargains.
Holy hells.
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain.
我们谈判。
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos
看
contractos
不出
te
来。
vocamos.
看不出来这些差在哪里。又一张。
Your contract, Will.
我有一张新的哦，你要不要看一下啊？
Forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
现在就打破魔
Contract
镜迷
is
朵了。
ended without sacrifice. A cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal.
签终身约哦。
Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand,
见东升月哦。
and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
黑人是卡了。
You asshole!
Choose.
让你父亲死吧！等城市解放，有你可以取代他的地位。靠！
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The
直到智障真神被
Soulbearer
杀
retains
死
his gifts
哦。
until such time as the Absolute is slain.
打破魔气吧！
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
没有啊，因为有奖杯。
You had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what?
爸
I
就
think I'll
算了
stick
啦。
around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment. 可以啊。
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years and never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. It's a tantalizing prospect. How better to protect the frontiers? Presuming, of course, the people can stomach the sight of these gods. The leash has been broken and my father left for dead.
A moment passes.
The Raven Guard name now lives
好吧，
solely
真是假的？
I
父亲还没
signed
有
his
死。
life away before the Hell's witnesses. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtained the final 2 nether stones and go on then.
这只是单纯的善良路线比较简单吧。你只要知道他爸在哪里，应该就可以去救了。前提是你要知道他爸在哪里。
Will gave up his father, especially if the old Duke's fall means his right.
哎，你怎么还在这？
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Don't be so hard on him. Pro? Oh, well, maybe monster isn't so far.
我懂，我也不知道你为什么还在这。
Absolutists worked a number on me at
你看笑
Moonrise.
死！
No one crosses the Hell's
感
children
觉你是
without
被坑
getting
了。
scorched. You are an inquisitive
难
one.
怪你还在这。
I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor
看你
her
对
company.
全身而退的
Who's to
定
say
义
when
是什
Zariel
么
might
啊？
change her mind. My mistress can be so capricious. Why? I'm supplying Will with
你还
every
笑死
scrap.
给钱钱。
I tell you what. When the
Okay.
time comes, the 9 hells of Beator, each its own domain, each with its own archdevil. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm. How I
The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll correct. I didn't. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
我还是不知道米佐拉为什么要在这里。其实他扎瑞尔的保护那一招很外挂，我不知道他到底是怎么被抓的，完全没办法理解。如果他有那一个扎瑞尔的保护呢，他到底是怎么被至上真神的抓走的？完全不能理解，真的。他那一个 buff 就是你一定杀不到他的 buff。
Will sacrificed his own father. A heart I have. He is well. And Oliver also. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return. And
time and again. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pack.
草莓味的汤圆是什么蛙哥？
What's on your mind?
I brought my own pair.
喵。感觉这是一只谨慎的猫。
The cat remains cautious, but there's a look.
Please, don't look. I brought my own.
对吧？它是被关在装置里面啊！你真的要变的话，它是会变夺心魔的。真的要搞的话是这样。开始交谈。摆久一点，它真的会变。毕竟恶魔也是人。
It's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle.
对，他有一个。他那时候有2个选择，一个是你可以把他弄死，一个是你把他放出来。你把他弄死，威尔就会死掉。
Once those orders are complete, there is a good chance it will break free.
毕竟他们2个是灵魂连结的。
An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome.
那种感觉只会在日系出来。
You are correct.
那种笨东西感觉只会出在日系里面。
By memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else. Duke Stelmane, or Belin, as I knew her. I wasn't ready for her death. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others.
哦，那个斯特梅是他的第一个盟友。
Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you. In a way, but not the way.
而且一开始帮我们的那一个。
In life, she was my business partner.
like when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Berlin took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations.
他的房间。
Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone.
需要抱抱吗？
I appreciate the offer, but I don't think it will help.
没有用。
What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach.
匪气。
And not entirely unwelcome.
吃我干话
Most people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people.
人想控制我，但没有用。捏。
Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
可是君主，他好像还是有办法，就是反正他邪恶路线的时候，你一定会把他弄死。你要把他弄死，你才能继续走邪恶路线。啊，总之呢，就不用理他了，先往下层去。今天终于跑50胜了，蛋了。下城区，哇，这么多！谋杀对象，哦，这些是谋杀对象。卡扎多尔。石化蜥蜴子，死亡恶臭。
That's what I was taught in the
Brace
grotto.
yourself. What? It's not good.
干这是，干你是僵尸。
Come to have a go.
An air of decay hangs over.
Gold first.
Then you can hit me.
真是一种奇怪。
Plenty. Go on. So, you having a go or not?
肯定是不会打你。僵尸，所以这个城镇连僵尸都可以混进来，都可以在里面玩。连僵尸都可以在这边玩。
You want to let Chalona loose in our city?
安布里。
You speak as if the plague crone is not already here.
君主的旧场所。 马上打电话给你，哎，我的旧藏阵地在这里，厕所。哇，难得厕所上面没有一个骷髅。我已经习惯那个厕所打开里面有一只骷髅了。风暴海岸。
Seluna, had life turned out differently?
怎么升级啊？我有时候我都觉得卡拉克等级升的好像比别人快，差一点点的感觉。获得一个被动。这个是额外多3。 无情残暴补血，好像说选择要不是鹿，要不就是熊。这边选择好像就是要不鹿，要不熊。
Have a lot on my mind. And, well,
我开锁器全部都在阿斯身上，我先回去把他拉出来。咕噜。
I brought my own paring knife.
我什么时候才能开始找叛徒？难得看到阿斯跟盖尔良靠那么近。
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly... Mind flayers are like devils. Clever, manipulative. Maybe it's true. Maybe Stell made... Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't. Are you sure? The black and just...
God, this is the first time in 200 you can forget just how much color there is in the world.
没事吧？
Sorry, did you want something? Dart, lead on. Ah, my favorite.
无面者会变身啊。民兵。啊。然后跟你讲，其实是守墓人呐、啊。等一下，我刚看到这一只猫。等一下，负重70公斤，为什么一只猫可以负重到70公斤 ？Why？ 一只猫可以负重到70公斤是什么概念？太狠啦！真的，我觉得好白烂哦！为什么一只猫可以负重到70公斤？
I received a dispatch from the Grove. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever met. One grand... That is where true leadership lies. I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove. But still,
他真的就这样把树丛丢出
I
去。
cannot help but wonder if... Forgive me. The shadow curse occupied me so... I've been... But honestly... You've surpassed even those. Seems my... 我觉得最像的反而是这两个。阿斯莫。最好是他们两个，应该不太可能。哎呦，假西亚自己等级降下去了。假西亚等级自己降了。
Listen, I'm never going back. If you... I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate. Thanks, soldier. You really are the best of the best. Of the best. Copper for your thoughts.
哎，养鸡妹已经先倒了。射完就死了。
Whatever's behind that lock, it's.
好吧。
I wouldn't mind doing a little shopping in the city.
哎，真的到处都是这个机器人，麻
I
烦。
think I may have overdone it with the black and purple for my entire life. Your look serves you well, though.
I'm 10 years behind. They want the youths to think I'm not, you know, up with the times.
精灵之疙瘩，执法者。
Welcome, traveller. Remember, this ain't the blushing mermaid. It's the elf song. That's right. And a lonely job it is too.
应该换份工作。
Very funny.
Fresh tomatoes in a city under siege.
黑暗盾牌。
Wonder if our paths
paths ever crossed in the before times. Were you always so sneaky?
君主，他不是说
We've got lots.
Yeah, don't rub it in.
Whatever's behind that lock, it's
哇，那
being
奶子真
watched
大。
closely. Best to step away. 还好这两个岩泉没有挡我的路。
Stelmane's parlor, a place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
斯特美的私人房间。
Bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime
他
scene.
就是那只大象的助手。
The last one better be bloody good. To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her.
谋杀目标名单。
That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne. A dark tower hiding a darker secret.
这好像这是不是前作的剧
Deadly
情？
arms dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself.
沙弗洛克好像是前作的 BOSS。
The temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthal. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work.
而且随便打就赢了。
I've not ruled out the possibility that it is Saravok himself. The brutality of the killings is certainly reminiscent of his work. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out.
我怎么觉得你们又在
I
拐
bet
我？
if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence.
你不能帮我吗？
Believe me, I wish I could.
靠背哦。
But I need this job.
你在赚钱干嘛？
There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oath-bound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them?
是你的工作，如果你只想帮助有钱人，那就不是我问题。
You don't seem to understand. My job is to help the
是没
rich
错啦。
first. But fine, if you're not interested in helping, I guess I'll just have to try and convince my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Once I've secured the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate. Meet me there if you have a change of heart.
《谋杀地图》。蓝血的印章戒指。失血过多，右手已死。阿尔菲拉哦，阿尔菲拉在这。是啊，12点以后。我都是在元素馆。
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. I tell you what, if we get you staying up there, prep, you can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over.
你是不是能给我打个折
Charity in Baldur's Gate. Good one.
我是工会的，你要给我9指的折扣。哎呀，塞不过，塞过了。
Look, mate, I don't want any trouble. Top floor's all yours. If it gets
笑死！给我9指的折扣。大二来着。诶，那个君主说要我去拿的东西是在哪里？防御式决斗。幸运。警觉。什么执政官，90生命值。什么麻油刮刮包？ 那是什么东西？
I brought my own.
顶呱呱新出了，我这边就没有顶呱呱，你跟我讲这个，我怎么会知道？高雄的不知道在哪里，应该有，可是我不知道在哪里。我真的不知道这样子，君主的东西到底是藏在哪里？地下室哦。 地下室 ，OK， fine。
Damn rats! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Up to it! Get in there! Probably. Oh, go on. To start the Sturge fricassee, I guess.
The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old.
哇，老鼠还真多！该死的臼齿类，一堆臼齿类。我最讨厌臼齿类了，那臼齿类多到还可以喷血的嘞。
No choice but to keep going.
没有他大概已经掌握你的需求了吧？你就乖乖接受它吧。就此类怎么解决？一道火墙。我们就只要站在原地就好。白痴就是。
The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks. 我的取消关注呢？我其实到现在还找不到我解除关注要怎么弄。我上去就下来就好了。 好像没有，算了，快结束了。好，白痴就是。直接放把火把他们烧了，没有比这个还快的方法。你要。 你要怎么摆平臼齿类？放火！没有比放火还快的方法了。
养鸡人。
If it doesn't come, we must find evidence of its whereabouts.
审判官。养鸡人这都可以找到。感觉两个哦，果然。这个传送门是不是应该可以拆掉？看一下有几个人，人有点多啊。 不是好吗？那一群是看到我就会直接把我干掉的王八蛋。养鸡人看到我杀的速度比不死族看到我还快。不死族看到我还会挣扎一下，他妈养鸡人看到我会直接一刀子砍过来。从来没有看过他们失手。门主对折。门主亚拉克。 就因为我弄了他们，我弄了养鸡人的那个老大以后，他们就看到我就会直接杀过来。
What a pleasant surprise! Here you are, as brazen as
来了，就像
described.
描述中的那般厚颜无
Gloom
耻。
soul who thieved from our queen. Of course you had help, didn't you? From the illithid you carry inside the astral prism. How quaint that we should meet here, in the very place that it once called home. We know all about the Emperor and its dealings with you. Though I must confess, its peculiar relationship with you threw us off course for a while.
哇，还真多。
Most illithids prefer to dominate their thralls through transformation.
我以为养鸡人看到我都会二话不说杀过来。
Untransformed. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude?
竟然在这边聊天。
And you would trust an illithid to do such a thing? You have fallen prey to its manipulation. Your story ends here. We will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the illithid interloper, and restore it to our queen.
你应该知道君临不是唯一的。
My dear child, I already know all there is to know. I will liberate you from your puppet master, Shamazala Blackith!
我只是试探他一下而已。 结果他也真的什么都不知道，没事。塞个魅惑。为什么没有跳跃攻击之类的东西？ 而且现在攻击力真的是很高，
Come on, can't stay idle.
真的是非常高，可是砍不中的几率也很高。有什么东西可以玩的？这个实在是很白痴，为什么你会飞？因为我把灵犀怪给克了。他说什么？这个很厉害啊！你要不要吃啊？没有，他就说你要不要用它？问我靠腰怎么用？然后我就把它吃掉，之后我就会飞了。啊，不是吃，那我要怎么用？你又没写说明书，这显然是厂商的疏失好吗？啊，厂商没有写说明书，怪我咯。厂商没有写说明书，怎么会是怪我？这显然是厂商的疏失吧？专注失败，没有打掉。双棘龙，看有没有什么好玩的。剑齿虎，风元素之争，来试试。我干，烂透！移动月华之光。还是没断专注啊，真的很凶哎、欸！专注这样子还是没断。 希望他不要跌倒。miss。狂暴漩涡，还有什么小玩意儿可以玩？
Fall by my hand.
哇，这好烦啊！他真的好烦哦，而且剩一滴血。然后那个到现在还没断，到现在我还没有办法让它断。让月华之光移动吧。 你怎么老是找不到？我很确定有一个让它移动的指令，可是我找不到。我这。电屁电，哇！先不要带电再说吧。他专注豁免真的好凶哦！都几次了，我到现在还没办法处理这个。都几次了，哇哇，各种 miss！ 天哪，就一个人类定身术，到现在没办法解掉，然后就死人了。哇，好扯哦！这到底是什么东西？一定要这样子玩吗？可是正常敲掉它，不是应该就要解吗？正常来说。 这好扯，这是几乎不会断的。这专注几乎不会断。哦，你直接烧死。 甚至是他自己下来了，真赞。哎、为什么我的？你看我一下就断了，他的都不会断，我的一下就断，超不 make sense。
Another fight. Let's go. Think you can take me on?
Blackhead is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon. Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
银钥匙，军火商哥塔哥，蛇的入侵。暴发户走私版。道德沦丧。深水城债务账目。大公爵，类似市长就对了。
What's that?
What's that?
Something over there.
然后你家完全没有任何陷阱吗，君主？你家都没有陷阱？你都没有准备陷阱来对付这群入侵者之类的吗？
My old home. Thank you for bringing me back.
君主之剑。
Look around. You'll find some of my old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to you. It's yours if you want it. A keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of
你的字幕呢？
That might be worth a look.
My old wardrobe. The home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be. And so appearances matter.
然后他装备这么好，灵犀怪狂喜。哦，可要中奖。总之先带着。黄油叉，只剩下叉，不剩下刀。
The butter knife is missing, but
好，我拿走了。
otherwise it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still. There she is, in all her glory.
我把他东西抢走。链条，
The chains I used to bind
束缚食物的锁链。
villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality where I could.
汤根斯
A recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine. When I had need of meals like that. An old container for brains. Empty.
空的。
Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me now.
还有一个门呢。地下室还有地下室。
No, You can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air. Orin, she managed to seize me from our very own camp. She tormented me with blades and hot irons.
所以你是那个
forced me to drink a foul brew. The rabid, cursed blood of all manner of beasts. I lost control. I felt the bear take over. Blood crazed.
没有，应该说营地里那个是变形兽吧，
Forced me into a cage.
所以他是变形兽。
Along with children taken from the streets. I was powerless to stop myself. Their screams, her laughter, it's all I can hear. I do not deserve to see the sun again. She's too strong. You have to turn around. Go. Let me buy you some time. She's coming for you. You face her already.
Oh.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. Nothing. No, not a thing. Still gasping and gagging on the foul airs of Baal's temple.
所以还是哈尔辛被抓。
I will not slice. His kind die too easily. The murder lord demands a better offering. Something new, sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you.
被抓的还是哈尔辛嘛？
Silly little worm. My God is always with me. He shudders to see how my blades plunge into soft, surrendered flesh. You are dull. A blunt blade unfit to flay. But you could be sharpened, thin and jagged. Yes, I will tell you what to do. You'd prefer my whispers in the tyrant's tongue, hmm?
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me.
Oh, I
long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him.
Oh,
he bound
所以你也是
my
签
blade
了
when he first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath, never to hang him from the hooks. Drip drain him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the
你
netherstone
们
from
两
his
个意见
corpse.
真多哎，一个叫我杀他，一个叫我杀他，一个叫他杀我，好烦哦。
We slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the
你们两个意见真多哎。
is Baal's. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy.
还好我的哈尔星身上什么都没带。
So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the nether stones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
你要背刺自己的盟友。
The promise of slaughter, of pain and humiliation, and the sound of blood drip dropping into the gutter. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again. But listen close, bone killer. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery.
所以下水道入口是这里。
Set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
与巴尔同校。获得物品背包。所以营地里面那一个哈尔星是假的。我问题不大，我真的没查，他没查，真的我没有用过他。没查中文没查。主要是这个哥塔蛇要杀他不是什么问题，问题是你不要面对他那一堆就好。他那个真的用一堆来形容。神圣干预。我觉得牧师真的好多怪游戏哦，这游戏有牧师。这游戏有牧师怪玩意儿真有够多。不过其实他就算是善良路线跟邪恶路线两个没什么差，都是差在最后选的，最后决定一切。
You kill the rats, yes? I heard commotion in the cellar. Good. Perfect. Here. Rats, murderers, do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept peeled for
338块。
Also, some fruitcake. That
The only killer around here is going to be your hangover tomorrow, Dave.
科拉在哪里？我刚好像点到它。
I think I was too harsh onto her.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
要
See, Master Metzley?
I was in business for a great many years, Master Metzley, and my wife, as
要跟他们拔一下干
always,
净。
is most correct.
Very well. Here, now leave me to attend my customers, please.
哎，他满脸是血。哦，所以这些都是变形怪。
My darling. No.
没有啊，那个就是要死了。那个在变形怪的暗杀名单上。你看他变成那个本尊了。他本尊是这样。
My darling. No.
麻痹哦，刚那一杯酒。
Cora, my darling. No.
没想到他们直接在这边出手。我是真没想到他们会直接在这边出手啊！好烦哦！一直在旁边水念。我在这边打架，他一直在那边水念。 面怎么还有一个？
Darling. No.
哎哎，密死成这样对吗？
Cora, my darling. No.
这一颗丢过去有用吗？会不会太近？目标过近过来。哎呀！这一只靠还近。
My darling.
No. 不知道该怎么。剩这一只。
Strikes again.
你还在马？都打完了，你还在马？
How could someone? My darling.
Not everyone subscribes to.
你这
Time to take a load off, isn't it?
墓碑商店钥匙。好吧，不让我录的他老婆，可是至少我可以录的这些杂鱼。
Have you seen him? Have you seen my dad? His name is Yatsik. We came here together. She's really nice, but...
There's a sadness in her voice that betrays a wisdom beyond her years.
对啊，有没有照顾你？可是克拉死了。
Dad remembers the address.
可是克拉死在外面了。
I'm trying to enjoy the festival. Stop bothering me.
We're not supposed to be enjoying the festival. What do I?
God's damned hypocrites. The Blade of Frontiers. All pomp and empty oaths. The Sword Coast's most dashing fraud. You are either a fool for trusting him or a wretch for conspiring with him. Doesn't matter which. Lady Mizora told me everything. How Will slaughtered his own father.
那你还去跟他讲，真鸡巴！
How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. This city holds no place for you or for Raven Guard's treacherous spawn.
雷文加德也许还活着。
At ease. By the living gods.
这么好拐？
What darkness has fallen upon us? There's something you must know. I should have told Will sooner, but I'd hoped somehow Ravengard would return to us. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult were successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. Before the Absolutists subducted him, he told me that should he fall, I should seek Will out and give him a message. Will was schooled in the ways of the great champions. He is to use those lessons to wake the worm sleeping beneath Baldur's Gate.
你到底是认真的？哎，不是，我不知道你到底在讲什么。一头远古龙。
A bronze dragon, yes.
一头青铜
He
龙。
sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names.
安叔。
The waiting storm. The heart of the gate.
听说是影王。
He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened. But just the once. The city has faced countless threats. But Ravengard knew it could not survive the absolute slaughter. With him gone and the city near ruin, the worm's awakening now falls to you and Will. The Duke gave me this. The legend of Unsur, an ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you, or do not, and see Baldur's Gate burn to ash.
他是影王啊，他已经是这一版的影王了。
Thank you. In darkness, I see your light. I should go. I know of still others that might help us when the battle horns call. Unleash the worm. Let its tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. And may they be driven forever from the coast.
听说是要打的哦。听说是可以打的哦。飞龙岩监狱的路，与火把和火花有关。
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard?
对，一位伟大英雄可以通过
Edvard,
死。
I do support Lord Gortash's campaign.
And the worms rock prison. What's this of a true hero spark?
Loitering's what you were doing. Loitering with intent. I shouldn't wonder. Loitering?
不行啊，这个城市里面到处都是那个机器人，真的是到处。我自由感觉到危险。看起来他们应该是这样一路杀过去吧。那明天再说，明天再继续。我觉得接下来还有很多东西可以解。那机器人我真的觉得我要弄它才能练的。我现在10级，所以至少要练到12级，我才能拿一个奖杯。好了，不管了，明天再说。好，那今天先到这啦，大家晚安。